welcome to Aussie Candle Supplies. My name is Alex. Today I'm going to show you how to make our French green clay face mask. Now this is a wonderfully moisturizing face mask. I use this at least 2 to 3 times a week. This is one I made earlier and I just want to show you just how much there is. Now I've used this twice already. A little goes a long way. So what I'm going to show you is the very smallest amount to make. But as you can see, it is just super soft, super moisturizing. It is so lovely on the face. So I'm going to make that for you today. And all of our ingredients are available on the website. When we're done, I'll show you containers to put it into. So join me. So the hero of this face mask is obviously the French green clay. And also your carrier oil. Now you can choose any oil that you like. In our formula we have used grapeseed oil, which is fantastic for the skin. You can use apricot oil, camellia oil, squalane, any oil that you think will suit your skin type. Do a little bit of research first so you can substitute any of that. We've got a little bit of emulsifying waxes in there, and of course our French green clay. So it's super easy and it's super quick to make. So the first thing you'll want to do is measure out your ingredients. We have 9.5 grams of grapeseed oil, half a gram of BTMS, 2 grams of emulsifying wax NF, and 8 grams of French green clay. So to be using the double boiler method for this mask, what you need to do is put a very small pot of water on the stove and bring it to a simmer. Then place a heat-proof vessel inside your pot of water, and what we're going to do is heat up the oil. Make sure the water doesn't splash up. Keep it on a low simmer. You don't want any of the water going into your mask. To your oil you need to add your BTMS. Now I like to stir this first and make sure this is fully melted before I add the other ingredients. The BTMS is probably the hardest to melt, but even so, because it's such a small amount of wax, it will melt fairly quickly. So once the BTMS has started to melt, you can then add your emulsifying wax and also melt this. Now once all of your waxes has melted, you can now add your clay and stir it until it is well combined. If your clay has got lumps in it, you can sift it. If you don't sift it, you'll just have to keep stirring it for a little bit, but you need to stir it to make sure you have no more lumps in your mask. So that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to turn the heat off. And then we're going to remove the ceramic container from the water. Now this will cool down fairly quickly, so you want to transfer it to your container that you're going to use. And pour it in. And there you have the finished product. That's our French green clay face mask. Because this mask is so hydrating and leaves your skin so soft, you can also use it for your hands, your feet, your body, your legs, wherever you want to put it. It's just beautiful to feel and it leaves your skin so soft and moisturized. Now, you don't have to use green clay. If you don't want to, you can substitute any clay that you have, pink clay, kaolin clay, anything that you have either hanging around or that you want to try. It would also be great as a substitute in this recipe. So this formula is available on our website, and we give you two measurements. One is for a very small amount just for personal use. We also have upscaled the recipe for you to produce about 200 grams worth of clay mask. Today we're going to be using our 14 gram aluminium screw top tin, and that is a perfect size for this face mask to fit into. You can also use amber glass jars. This one is 100 ml or a 200 ml size. You can also use anything that you have around the house as long as it has an airtight lid on it. Make sure your container is sterilised. You can just spritz it with a few drops of isopropyl alcohol, give it a good wipe out.